Mike, hello. Thank you
Hey,
for joining this Data Sommelier show. So we met on LinkedIn because you have published some very interesting article on n8n, a product I like very much, combined with Databricks, another product I like very much. And here we are here to share your discovery and some patterns of data integration combined with n8n. And we are just here to share what you do with both products and imagine different use case we can rerun based on those two products. So
okay.
welcome here. It's up to you now to do the show.
Thanks. Hi, Stefan. Nice to meet you. And a quick intro about me. My name is Mike, and I'm a solutions architect at Databricks. And I've been playing around with NAN for a couple months now, and I find it really interesting as an integration with Databricks. So I would love to share and how this tool is great for building data intelligence platforms. So yeah,
Yes,
happy to.
exactly. So the two products are very different, but when you combine both together, you can, on one side, um, process huge amount of data, and the other side, you can how to say share the data with different organization and different process. And you are here to explain how we can combine this and get the value of both of them.
Yep, that's right. So yeah, I have a few slides I'll just go over to introduce these and the concepts, and I'll also do a demo to show you how it can be set up.
Excellent, good. So yeah, you can go to the next slide. With the top. Yes, exact. Good.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, just to start off by a quick introduction to Databricks and n8n for those who are not familiar. Databricks is a cloud-based unified data and AI platform. So it's very popular with enterprises due to its use of the lakehouse architecture, and actually it pioneered it as the first one to do so. And then it provides this unified platform for doing analytics, data ingestion, machine learning, and Gen AI projects. And the key selling point here is the centralized governance. So we have total control, or the customers have total control over who can access what asset and how it could be distributed. So that's something that a lot of enterprises they care a lot about. And lastly, it's the scalability. Right? So Databricks started out as the managed Spark company, and they are in the business of processing large amounts of data for enterprises.
Exact. So it's well known for that, right? Processing billions of records, it is not an issue for
Yeah, that's
Databricks.
right. Yeah.
Exact.
And then, yeah, on the other side is n8n. It's a self-hostable low-code workflow automation platform, and it's been gaining a lot of popularity due to its versatility and flexibility, and also its open source core nature, which means you could self-host it for free in your own virtual private service or compute. And it has a great user-friendly interface, so it's a really nice canvas for you to just lay out the workflows. And then lastly, the community is the support. So a lot of contributions from the community that makes a lot of API integrations very seamless and easy to plug in.
Yeah, and you can connect to many applications through pre-built components, and we will see that you have developed a specific Databricks component, but you can also connect to APIs very easily, and so it means you can connect almost to anything using
Yeah,
n8n. Yes.
yeah, it's very versatile. Yeah. Okay, so just to give you an analogy of what makes Databricks and n8n special, right? So the way I see this is I see Databricks as this factory for producing these data and AI assets that is specialized for your data, right? So everyone has different data sources. Enterprises have their own proprietary data. So they want to be able to leverage those data to build useful data products or AI products. So Databricks is that platform to do so. And once those tools or assets are built, n8n is that what I consider the last mile delivery service for shipping these custom data intelligence assets to their end customers. Right? So they basically package it as a service that could easily be deployed um, in the end. So the combination of these two just makes it's really easy to build these AI automation and advanced workflows. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that Databricks is well known in the OLAP world, online analytical processing. So processing huge amount of data, doing machine learning and things like that. And n8n could be used in a OLTP way. I mean, transact point to point, connecting to customer portals, doing processing, connecting to customers' repository, and doing point to point connectivity, right? And
Yeah. Yeah.
this is
That's
why
a,
those products are very complementary.
yeah. It's I like your comparison of the OLAP, OLAP and OLTP.
Yes, exact. So both worlds combined in a perfect solution. Yes.
Yeah. And to go into a little more detail about the integration that's possible with n8n and Databricks, you can actually self-host n8n as a Databricks apps. So that's our app, a web app service, and you could essentially achieve full data and app isolation within your own Databricks workspace. And secondly, you could use Databricks Lakebase, which is our managed Postgres service, as the backend for n8n. So you could store all your workflows, execution histories, and credentials and whatnot in that database. And then lastly, is there is a Databricks node that I've been working on with my colleagues, and currently it's a community node that you could download, and you could start leveraging Databricks features directly in your n8n workflows. And these can include like Databricks SQL, the warehousing capability, Genie, which is this conversational agent that talks to your data, and then Unity Catalog, model serving, vector search, so basically all the features that Databricks offers you can access in the node.
Yeah, exact. Just a comment about the way to host n8n. You have different options here. What I like here is it's a all-in-one. You have everything in one place. But you can also combine and install n8n on your own VPS or on your own hardware, or you also have a n8n cloud management services where you have nothing to do, just develop your process on the n8n website and nothing to manage, right? So you have multiple
Right.
way to organize your architecture.
Yep, that's right. And yeah, oftentimes enterprises are they need a rigorous security review process to get these external applications approved. So if you can self-host these in their own Databricks instance, it makes the process easier. So
Yes, exact. Yeah, exactly.
okay. Yeah, and then just going to kind of how to self-host n8n in Databricks. I'll go over this in a demo later, but essentially there are three main steps. Right? So the first step is you configure your n8n project as a Node.js project. So that involves defining a package.json file and then an app.yaml file for configurations. And then once that's done, you could create a Databricks app. So just starting off the container. That's a serverless product. Essentially, it's on demand, right? Once you spin it up, then we'll basically hold the container for your app. Once the app is ready to go, then you can simply deploy the n8n project to that app. It's essentially a one-click deployment after all the configurations are done. So yeah, the process is pretty simple, and it's really nice to.
Yeah, can we say that based on the script you have developed, it's a 10 minutes process to do that, right? It's not a long setup.
Yeah, so the container spin up is about 2 to 3 minutes. And then, yeah, the configuration, that's something that we have a repository with examples, but I will also create another one to simplify the deployment process.
Okay, good. So it's not a long process, but you need to be a little bit technical to make it today, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Great. Okay. And yeah, so there's actually a bonus here. So previously I was talking about Databricks for enterprises, but you could actually self-host n8n for free in Databricks Free Edition. So this is a new feature that's recently rolled out just a few months ago. And it's a no-cost version of Databricks that's designed for hobbyists or students to basically learn how to use Databricks for experimenting with data and AI. And yeah, it's a really nice place where you can explore data sets, build machine learning models, and even leverage LLMs for some automation tools. So it's a really great way for you to learn and prototype these AI systems. And
Yes,
with
and
yeah,
it's free to use, and it's not time bombed, right? There's no limit in terms of time, and I think the only limit is about the number of transactions, right? Something like that.
so there is some budget that's in place for each workspace per day.
Okay,
And then for apps, the limitation is if you don't do anything, you don't update or redeploy, then it shuts down after 24 hours just to
okay,
save cost.
okay,
But yeah, you can redeploy anytime and essentially keep it up.
okay. And you almost have all the features available in the platform, right? It's
Yeah.
so yeah. So we encourage people to evaluate this free edition because you can learn a lot about data
It,
processing, about machine learning, about SQL, about data
yeah.
world.
Yeah, we're definitely very generous now. And then hopefully the goal is to get more students and hobbyists to start to learn and experiment with these tools themselves.
Yes, just a comment about that. Spark has been free for a long time. It was an open source project, right?
Yeah,
Back to
that's right.
the 2018, 19, something like that. Spark has always been a free component of your platform.
Yeah, yeah. I think one of the core values of Databricks is to keep a lot of our services open source, and we
Mhm.
give back to the community a lot. Spark is just the one of them, and then Unity Catalog is open source recently, and MLflow has been open source for a number of years. Yeah, so we try to basically make these tools as widely distributed as possible, and then enterprises can avoid these kind of vendor lock-ins that they really worry about.
Okay, this is cool. Congratulations. Thanks to Databricks for that.
Yeah, yeah,
Good.
cool.
So I know you have you plan to go through a quick demo about the concept and what we can expect from the combination of n8n and Databricks.
Yeah, so I will do two quick demos. One's to show you kind of what agents or AI workflows can be built, and then the other one is just how to set up if NAN and Databricks Free Edition.
Okay, good. So I can switch to the demo scene and let me know when you're ready so I can switch
Yeah,
to the scene.
I'm. I think I'm ready now. If you could see.
Good. Excellent.
All
So
right.
maybe I will make us disappear. So you have
Okay,
a full screen in front of
sounds
us.
good. Cool. Yeah, so this is right now in one of the NAN apps that's built, hosted in Databricks. And I've been building demos to show customers, what the art of the possible of using NAN with Databricks. And here, one of the requests is to see a support agent that essentially can take in requests via Slack channel and then to be able to perform certain tasks. Right. So here I'm actually using um, the models that are available in Databricks as via AI Gateway service. So we're using OpenAI models and open source Llama models, and also we're connecting tools, Jira APIs that essentially can perform tasks on issues, like create them, read them, and add comments. And the nice thing here is there's actually new features in Databricks that I'm incorporating here. This Databricks apps KA is a knowledge assistant. That's a new feature that rolled out as part of Agent Bricks, and it's a more managed way to build AI agents using your data.
Okay,
And then, mhm.
excellent, good. So all those components are pre-built component, but the Databricks one is something you have built.
Yeah. So these are community nodes, and then this is a HTTP node. But
Yes.
essentially, they're accessing basically Databricks services. Yeah. Uh,
Okay, good. And just a reminder that it's very easy to install a community node through the n8n interface. Just it's a one-step process, and it takes few seconds to do that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then maybe just two more things I'll highlight here is this is a Databricks Genie. It's a conversational interface, text to SQL kind of agent, basically. So that's another agent that basically is plugged in as a tool here. So yeah, you can really see this as a multi-agent system that leverages tools as well as other agents and even web search to perform tasks. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, so yeah, so just to show you kind of what is possible when you combine n8n with Databricks, and now I'll jump over to my personal free edition of Databricks and show you how to set it up.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so can you see this other screen?
Yes, I can see it right now.
Great. Yeah, so when you sign up for a Databricks Free Edition account and then you first log in, this is the interface that you'll see. And on the left-hand side, you'll see a lot of different features that's available for you to try. So if we want to host n8n, we could go to Compute and go to Apps. And actually, I've already created one here. And the limitation here is you can only create one app at a time. And this is the one that I have. Yeah.
Okay.
So once I click in here, you can see that the app is already set up and running, and it specifies the deployment source code. So if I click into this, it'll take me to the workspace directory where the files are hosted. And you can see, like I mentioned before, there's two separate files. One is the app.yaml, and this is where you could specify the configurations for n8n or for the database. In this case, I'm using Supabase because the free edition doesn't offer Lakebase as part of the offering.
Okay.
So I set up a free version of Supabase and add the credentials here.
Okay, good. Very clear.
Yeah.
So we need to be a little bit trained on that, right? Because this is a technical configuration, but it's very well documented on the n8n side. And you can also, we can get inspiration from your script and reproduce that easily, right?
Yeah. I'll make this available as a GitHub repository so folks can download and basically use it in their own workspace.
Okay, excellent. So thanks for that, to share everything.
For sure, yeah. And then, another configuration is the webhook, right? So to be able to make this app accessible to webhooks outside of the app, we need to set up basically a tunnel service. So for me, I use ngrok, but there's other services out there that are available to do so. Essentially, you just have to get the token and set up the binaries in the app installation process.
Okay.
So if I go to the other file, the package.json, this is where I define the run script for the Node.js project. And you can see that this is installing ngrok and n8n, and then also configuring the authentication token, and basically running it and running an n8n in separate process. So just a few lines of code to set this up.
Yeah, okay. I think people will not be uncomfortable using that because, you need a little bit of tech background, but okay. Based on your script, we will be able to use it as is.
Yeah, and it's a really nice way to learn about Node.js projects as well. So
yeah, exact.
Okay. And maybe just to show you what I do with my own personal instance.
Okay.
And
let's go.
So I just created. There's a lot of news coming out of Databricks recently, or just I guess regularly. So I created this Databricks blog post aggregator and then summarize it with an LLM. So essentially, I have a schedule that pulls in the newest blog entries, and then extract the text and then summarize it so that it's ready for consumption in a social media platform, things like that. So, and I sent the results out to Discord where I could just read it.
Okay.
Repaste. So it's a really nice way to put these workflows together. And have some personal projects.
So all these components are in one place, right? Stored in the Databricks Free Edition.
That's right. Yeah. So this is my edition, or my free edition app, and you could actually see it here. This is the URL for that.
Yes, with an HTTPS access, and so everything is secured.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And what about the Databricks component? Maybe you can show a little bit more about what you can do with the Databricks components.
Oh yeah. So let me change to another screen. So actually, yeah, I think this would be a good way to show it. So just gives you a high level picture of the different components that are available and how to use them. So here we have the chat models that could be plugged into different LLM chains or AI agents. And for Postgres memory, if you want to add memory to your AI agents, you could use actually Lakebase just through the Postgres node. That's default in n8n.
Okay.
And for tools, there's, if I click in here, so there's these different services that are available. And just to note that this is still work in progress. So there are probably some features or operations that won't work right away. Yeah, but essentially, like I mentioned before, you have Genie, where you could chat with your data. There's the data warehouse with Databricks SQL. And then if you want to access your tables and assets in Unity Catalog, it's here. If you have a model serving endpoint or some sort of model, machine learning model that you deployed, you could call those here as well.
Okay.
So I also want to call out that this is a really nice feature that I don't think a lot of different other platforms have, right? The ability to create your own classical machine learning models and integrate that with large language models or generative AI. So you could really do very advanced predictive analytics with these type of features.
All those components or services are up and running already in this version 1 of this component, or you still have a lot of work to do to
So there's some components that are tested, like Genie is tested and the chat model endpoint, but other ones I haven't had time to actually test these yet. So that's still work in progress. Yeah.
Okay, we didn't mention, but this is a side project, right? You are working with some of your colleagues when you have time, and you deliver features from time to time, and then it's on your time.
Yeah, I think if the demand is there, we'll definitely have to find more time to make this more complete.
Okay, but at least
right
we can start with something ready to go, and it works.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work here, you could always use the HTTP node as a fallback. It's essentially just calling Databricks APIs.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
That's another way to go. And then files is a really nice one too. So you could essentially, it's a Unity catalog volumes that you could upload unstructured data to. So PDFs, text files, images. So if you ever want to do like image processing or text processing, you could upload files.
Okay, and what would be the best approach to connect to Apache Iceberg? Through the Unity catalog, maybe? And reading and writing to Apache Iceberg?
Yeah. So there's now very tight integration with the Iceberg REST catalog. So if you have Iceberg tables outside of Databricks, you could easily connect to those. And you could also read and write Iceberg tables in Databricks as well. So that's
I like very much this Apache Iceberg approach, because this is a way to build a multi-engine architecture. So you store your data once, and you can access the data through different engines. And it makes sense when you have a complex architecture and when you need different workloads using different tools. Going through Apache Iceberg can solve a lot of issues. So it's not yet mainstream, but we are not so far from this point, right? Apache Iceberg. We started to discuss about that 3 years ago, but now I can see some maturity right now,
Hmm.
and I think we are more or less ready to use Iceberg as a mainstream component.
Yeah, I think so. Uh, yeah, and the last one is just a vector search. If you ever want to build a vector index, use that.
Okay, good. So this architecture replaces a lot of other components, right? Because you can build your RAG system with Databricks, and rather than using external database or vector database, you can do a lot of things inside Databricks.
That's right. Yeah. So the knowledge assistant I showed earlier is actually a RAG model, and you could basically build those advanced models within Databricks and then just leverage them as tools or like a multi-agent setup in n8n.
Okay, good. So this is the version one of this community node, and this is also a call to action. Maybe you are looking for volunteers to help you building this, or what do you think about that?
That would be great. I mean, it's open, so anyone can contribute and give feedback. So it's definitely, yeah, that would be appreciated.
Okay, excellent. So we will share all the details and link and GitHub URL when we publish this interview. And so I hope you will be successful making it a real version or a real bundle, combining both products together to create super use case like that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yes. So thank you, Mike, for this. And let's stay connected, and because I really want to follow what you're doing right now with you and your colleagues, because I can see good potential using both products together. So happy
Uh,
to follow you and share with the community what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. And we're seeing a lot of traction with this, and happy to share maybe down the road once we have more news to disclose.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Stay with me. I just run the outro music, and we can connect again in a few seconds. Thank you very much, Mike, and talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you.